What's going on, guys? Before we get into this segment of podcast and this video, if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. We have a ton of content on the channel, whether or not it's comics, film, gaming related. So go check that out. And without further ado, let's get into it. The only Snyder trailer we ever got was the first one.
Yeah.
Which showed nothing. Like, that was the Comic-Con teaser.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's right.
that's
amazing.
Yeah, which is, the first trailer never shows anything. So, like, he's coming out and saying now, like, my cuts, I literally have 4 hours of footage sitting there. Like we saw nothing.
Yeah.
So there's so much to, like, unpack.
Plus, like, when you see all the stuff he posted on Vero, like, there's, like, the Green Lantern stuff still on there. What else?
Cyborg's dad dying.
Yeah.
Like, the tear shit. Like, the Nazi shit that he projects, like, halfway.
God.
Like, the whole... And he said, like, in the Hollywood Reporter article, like, the main thing is going to be, like, character development that I really want to flesh out, too. So, like, we're going to get, like... I keep bringing up Cyborg as an example, but, like, he's one of the best ones because, like, the new characters deserve that introduction more.
Do you want to elaborate on that a bit for those who haven't seen that?
Yeah, I mean, like, so I think he had, like, a fraction of a second in the first trailer of, like, him playing football and, like, the death of his mother and shit. I think they're gonna, like, kind of play off of. I don't know if it was a Vero post or, like, I think it was one of the leaked VFX posts. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Like, the first flight of Cyborg, and, like, it was unfinished, but, like, there was a first flight. There was the Flash shit that was unfinished of him touching the glass and, like, coming, like, sick shit that we never got ever. Instead, we got the Joss injected, him landing in Wonder Woman's tits, which, by the way...
We got the fucking Russian family that were like,
oh my God, that whole subplot. And then they added all that weird, like, plant. Yeah, they added that weird, like, purple plant shit coming up in the end. And, like, even the color grade. Just, like,
completely changed.
Awful.
Completely changed.
Red, gross, flat, like...
We don't get a Batcave. We get some warehouse that Flash runs around, looks at cool shit from. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they changed... They changed the layout of the Batcave.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching, and I'm like, that wasn't there in BVS. Like, they changed, like... And then, that's the other thing, too. It's, like, the major... Like, these are just changes I've picked up on, but, like, I remember reading an article of, like, the original set visits, like, when the reporters were invited onto the Justice League sets, and they said, like... that hangar where that big, like, ship is that, like, takes them to, like, the final thing or whatever, is in a hangar the Waynes bought after World War II, like, from the 50s. That's separate from the cave. It's not the Batcave. It's a separate fucking place. But then Joss is like, hey, I'm just going to change the continuity of this cave, and we're going to connect it to the cave. Yeah. And then they have that terrible scene where, like, poor, like, Affleck, like, obviously he was going through some shit, and, like, but for the reshoots, he's all bloated, and, like, he's not looking like his lean, like, beastly self, unfortunately.
But
But
doesn't want to be there because we already shot the whole fucking movie.
Like, exactly. Yeah.
We already shot the whole fucking movie, and it's amazing.
Correct.
You know? You know what? I'm really excited to see the dark side shit. Jesus H.
Don't even get me started. My heart just started racing.
You were saying...
We might only see him for, like, 10 seconds, but I don't care.
You were saying, though, the voice actor confirmed that...
He just literally yesterday, Ray Porter, he, for those of you who don't know, like, incredible. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of roles under his belt, but, like, a while ago, like, probably a couple years ago, like a year or two ago, he released the Snyder Cut, like, voice clip, and it was just him saying release the Snyder Cut, but then, like, for 2 words in between, he drops his voice and he does the dark side voice for, like, 2 words.
Project Comic-Con. Release the Snyder Cut.
And he goes, no, sorry. And then, like, he's just like,
that's incredible.
Jokes, right?
I just literally got chills.
Yeah.
So
but then
sick.
yesterday, he tweeted something like, now that I have Snyder's permission, like, hey, I'm Ray Porter and I'm playing Darkseid and Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, like,
that's amazing.
Incredible. And then we know from one of Zach's posts there that he's we're gonna get the history scene was originally Euxis, which is young Darkseid before he gets the Omega shit.
That's so sick.
So that's that one screenshot of, like, him with, like, the giant axe and, like, he has no armor on and everything. So, like, that's gonna be incredible. And then there was other, not even rumors, because he's actually credited in the cut we got as well, but Ares. So Snyder's loves to hire, like, bodybuilders for, like, godlike characters, like he did in 300 and stuff like that. So the Ares actor from, like, the history lesson, like, actually had a little bit of a fight with Darkseid, apparently. So, like, we might get that.
Yo, that's so sick.
We might get a little more GL in that history lesson as well. There was another Vero post which really threw me off. I couldn't tell you what it means, but, like, it was almost like a dream sequence, and you saw like a drop ship in the back, and it was Cyborg's family, like, but looking at him. So it's almost like they're both dead. He's looking at them, and then in the comments he said like, it's GL ship in the back or some shit like that. So like, there's
so
just like,
many-
yeah, like there's so much to be fleshed out still.